Hello, sweet Stampin' friends. Happy Friday. All right. So I'm just going to give you all a moment, let those notifications start hitting your Facebook or YouTube. And I am really excited that you're joining me today. I have a beautiful and easy card to share with you that I think you're just going to love. It's perfect for Easter. And also, two christenings would be cool for that too, but I'm going to share that with you in a moment. If you have not joined me before, my name is Debra Harrison with Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. And each Friday, I love sharing with you fun ways to use the Stampin' Up! Products. So, as you hop on, say hello. I see a few of you are coming on. And, let's see, I think I do. I have my comments on, just making sure. If you come back and watch the replay, just give me a quick hello. Let me know that you stopped by. Okay, so a few little things. I kind of had an interesting turn of events this week. I went to the ER on Tuesday night with terrible side pain to find out that I have kidney stones. So I've been dealing with that this week. I tell you, you don't realize how good you feel until you no longer are in pain. It was just crazy. So anyway, I'm really relieved that I think I've already passed it. Everything's good right now. I'm feeling great, a lot more energetic, but it did affect my schedule. So I am behind on getting out the March Sweet Creations Club kits and the beautiful butterfly kits, but those are going to go out Monday and Tuesday. All right. Hello, Dawn, Julie, Connie, Karen. Thanks for joining me. Okay, so a few things I wanted to tell you before we get into the project is that, let's see, I'm looking, okay. Just to let you know, we found out from Stampin' Up! That with the new annual catalog that's going to be launching in May, there's going to be a price increase on the cardstock. So if you use any particular colors, you may want to go ahead and stock up before that price increase. So I just want to give you a heads up on that. Also, too, the 20, 23, 25 in colors, that's going to be like your boho blue, moody mauve, was it copper clay, wild wheat, and there's one more and I can't think of it. But anyway, it's those 23, 25 in colors. Those are going to be retiring, especially if you have an ink pad, but you don't have a re-inker. I really encourage you to get the re-inker, stock up on your cardstock for that so that you can still keep using that. Hello, Joan, Gidget, and Simone. Welcome, guys. All right, let's see. What else do I have for you? Oh, I have something. I can't tell you too much about it, but I have something super fun coming up. It's an event. I'm going to announce it after on stage next week. Okay. On stage is like the later part of next week. But then after that, I will announce, I'll do the full announcement, have the registration open and everything. But I'm going to give you a few little hints. Okay. One, it is something in the future. Two, it's something I've never done before. And three, it is not in San Antonio. And four, I'm doing it with two other demonstrators. So I will be sharing a little more sneak peeks probably next week, just to maybe see if you can guess what it is. So we're going to have a fun little game next week. So if you're on my Facebook, you're following me on Facebook, Simply Sweet and Ink Designs, maybe take a look at those little sneak peeks and see if you can figure out what the special event is. Hello, Laura. Okay, so let me share with you the projects for the April Sweet Creations Club. I actually was literally finishing designs yesterday morning, and I got them done, got them posted on my blog. And if you're not familiar with what my Sweet Creations Club is, it is a monthly subscription craft kit. I usually feature a particular stamp set or a bundle. For April, it will be the Everyday You and Me bundle. And I can't tell you, Simone, I can't tell you where it's at, but if you follow I know you're on my Facebook, so look at my sneak peeks next week and see if you can't figure out where it's at. Okay. All right. I don't want to give any more. It's super fun. I can't wait for you to find out, but I'll tell you more after on stage. If you're not familiar with this bundle, it is not in any of our catalogs, our printed catalogs. It's not even an online, well, it is online exclusive. It's in the memory keeping section of the Stampin' Up! Website. And I totally forget to go there. And there is so many cool things. So if you are shopping, I would suggest clicking shop products and then selecting memory keeping. There are some amazing bundles, stamp sets, paper that's in there. In fact, the Everyday Happiness paper that we're using today is in there and is beautiful. People are just commenting over and over how much they love that paper. But it is going to feature this Everyday You and Me bundle, and you're going to make 5 projects with it. I'm going to show you what those are. But with my Sweet Creations Club, it is a monthly subscription kit club, and it's $43 a month. You automatically get, it's automatically drafted from your account each month, and you don't have to worry about registering or anything like that. And then I just ship it to you. And there's usually about $24 in consumable products that are in there. So these are the 5 projects that we'll be making as part of the April Sweet Creations Club using this bundle. Now, if you can use, if you want, you can substitute with other products that you have, because if you have another flower set that maybe is similar to this, as you see, I'm using flowers. If you like this particular bundle, I encourage you to add it to your kit. But if you want to use another flower bundle that you have, you're certainly welcome to do that. Now, there is something that I'm going to be doing a little bit different, because these sentiments, to me, they're kind of limiting, I guess is what I would say. So what I'm hoping to do, fingers crossed, because the item's actually currently on back order. Let me put this up real quick. Get this out of the way. I don't need that anymore. So what I am wanting to do to expand your sentiments, there is a demonstrator in Australia. Her name is Gail Ellis. I love her work. She makes the most beautiful projects. She actually posted a while back, well, pretty recently, a no stamping card class. And she used these sentiments from, oh gosh, I've already covered it up, but it's these sentiments right here. Unfortunately, I don't know what it's called. Let's see, what is it called? But there are tons of different sentiments that you can just pop out. I know it's got to be back here somewhere. Oh, shoot, I may have gotten rid of that little insert. I did. I got rid of it. But as you can see, you've got 2 sheets of each of these different sentiments, just for a variety of occasions. And so what I want to do is I'm going to, hopefully, if it comes back in stock in time, I would like to actually send you a packet of these. So if you want to swap out your sentiments and you don't want the sentiments from here, or if you want, you can use sentiments that you have in your stash. That's totally fine. But I just wanted to show you, give you an idea of what you can do. So you can take, and this is just an example, you can take like one of these, right? And how beautiful would that be, just to swap that out? Or for instance, let's see, we'll do this one. You can do something like that. Wouldn't that be so cute and super simple to switch those out and have those on hand for a variety of occasions? So the registration or the sign up, the subscription period for the April Sweet Creations Club is from now until April 5th. And then those kits ship by April 15th. And so you can go to my blog at Simply Sweet Ink Designs. And I'm telling you, StreamYard has done something different, because there is like all my menus are gone. I don't know where they went. Let's see if I can find this real quick. Something is really weird. Yeah, they have gotten rid of some of my things. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, there's my brand. It's not showing it. I don't know. But anyway, I'm at Simply Sweet Ink Designs, so you can find me there. All right, so what we're going to make today is we're going to make this really beautiful cross card. And this was actually a design by Bethany Bernard, and her business name is Stamping in the Barnyard, which I think is so adorable. Isn't that cute? Really goes with her last name. I thought that was super clever of her. But this is so beautiful and so easy to make. So it could actually lay flat for mailing. And it would be perfect for like an Easter card, or like I said, even a christening card. So on the back, you can write your message. So this is what I'm going to show you how to make. And I will tell you, you will probably see this card many times, because it was posted in Rhonda Wade's Creating for Christ Facebook group. And a lot of us really like it. So don't be surprised if you see different versions of this. But this is going to be my version that I'm going to share with you today. And I'm going to put my quick measurements. I may have to swap. I think I'm going to have to put it over here to give myself room. How about that? So there are my quick measurements on this card. And so if you are on my email list, you will receive the project sheet for this project with all the supplies, the measurements, pictures, all that stuff that you need. And that email will go out tomorrow at 3 o'clock Central Time. So if you're not on my email list, you can go to my blog, Simply Sweet Ink Designs, and go sign up. And actually, I think in this post, you can find the link to join my email list. Okay, so let's start off with our card base. This is actually on a piece of pretty peacock cardstock that measures 3.5 by 5.5. And Lois is asking, does the card stand up on its own? No, it does. Well, kinda, a little bit. It leans. Now, what you could do is you could actually have it go a little bit lower if you wanted to, maybe make your cardstock a little, or maybe cut that part off and then it would stand up well. But right now it's leaning. So that's a great question, because that would be pretty to showcase, wouldn't it, on to display. All right, so 3.5 by 5.5 piece of pretty peacock cardstock. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of Lost Lagoon cardstock and we're going to score in 4 places. And that is, let's see if I can get that in view for y'all. I don't know why my lighting looks so weird, but it's at 1 inch. Oh, I'm sorry. It measures 5 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So 5 across, 5 1/4 down. And on the 5-inch side, you want to make sure your 5-inch side is the one that's up at the top. And you're going to score at 1 inch. Then we have 1 7/8 inch. Then we're going to have 3 1/8. And then the last measurement is 4 inches. And that is what's going to create our little pop-up right here. So let's I'm going to burnish the score lines. Okay, so we're going to do, let's see, it's going to be a valley fold. So that's the first one, valley. Then it's going to be a hill fold. Then another hill fold. And then a valley fold. So you want to create like this, okay, when you're done. So that's what the cross is going to stick up on. So I'm going to go ahead, before I actually adhere the cross on, I'm going to add some designer series paper. And so I'm going to take 2 pieces of the Everyday Happiness Designer Series paper. This is that gorgeous paper that's part of the Sweet Creations Club for April. Beautiful, beautiful patterns. I love this paper. This is part of that memory keeping section I was telling you about. I'm going to take 2 pieces that have the flowers, and each of these measures 7/8 by 5 1/8. Then I'm going to take, for my center section, I'm going to take another piece, and this has like the little dots on it, and it measures, and my thing is moving, it measures 1 1/8 by 5 1/8. And then I'm going to take another piece of Lost Lagoon. This is going to be the crossbar for our cross. And this piece measures 1 1/4 by 3 1/8. And then I'm going to have a corresponding designer series paper. And it measures, our last one, it measures 1 1/8 by 3. So all the measurements are listed there for you, and they'll be in the project sheet as well. So let's go ahead. We're going to glue these pieces down. Now, I will tell you, Bethany Bernard, she actually added some extra layers to this. And so I will post her video showing hers. So if you want to go check that out, you can. She used different designer series paper in purple and like with the lavender paper, and really beautiful. So I'll post her video here in the comments later after today's video. So you can check that out. But yeah, hers had a lot more layers to it. I'm doing a much more simple version. Okay, so then what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this onto the crossbar. Okay, all right. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come back to our pretty peacock layer here. And what we're going to do is we are going to, as you can probably guess, we're going to glue just the floral sections onto our card front. So we're going to add some glue. I don't think I should try doing both at one time. I don't know how well I'll do that. I think that'll be a gooey mess. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's line this up. And I'm going to leave just a little bit of a border, just like I normally would for a layer. Press down, and then I'm going to add the other part, glue on the other. You can use tear and tape if you want as well. All right, and then we're going to come to the other side, and we're going to do the same thing and just leave a little layer. Now, actually, I probably would recommend doing multi-purpose glue so that you can kind of move this back and forth, because you kind of want it to make sure that you have it. I may have done that too far over. That way you got a little bit of wiggle room right there, okay? Because you want it to be able to lay flat for mailing. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to adhere the crossbar. And I only want to add glue here in the center, because that's the only place. I only need it to attach up here. Actually, I'm going to lay that flat so I can glue it. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to just decorate, add a few little elements to it. We're going to add our sentiment. We're going to add a little flower from the Everyday You and Me bundle, and then we're just going to decorate the back. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take a 2 1/8 inch white circle, and I'm going to stamp the sentiment that says "So Much Joy," and I'm going to be using Pretty Peacock ink. And so I'm just going to stamp right here in the center. And you know what? While I am stamping, I'm going to go on ahead and stamp my flower. And my flower is also, is in Wild Wheat ink. Stamp that just on some basic white cardstock. Now I have already die cut out the flower ahead of time. So I'm going to have that already ready to go. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this up with dimensionals. And I probably just put some like maybe on the top and maybe let's do it on the bottom. That way I'm just going vertically along with my cross here. And I'm going to put that right there in the middle. And then I'm going to add a little mini glue dot, or not glue dot, dimensional, little mini dimensional, just on this little leaf right here on this side of the stem. And then I'm going to put a little bit of glue on one of the flowers just to help hold. So mini glue or mini dimensional on that side of the stem, my glue on this side. And then I'm going to just take it and put it right there to hold. Lay that flat. There we go. All right, so that is what the front is. Now I'm gonna do the back. And for the back, really, really simple, just to kind of give it a little bit of pretty, is I'm just gonna take a piece of basic white cardstock, and it measures 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to glue an accent piece from the designer series paper, and it measures 3/4 by 3 1/4. Just add that at the bottom. That way you can have a place to write your message. I would recommend possibly writing your message beforehand, before you glue it onto the back, just because of all the bumpiness of the other side with the cross. Okay, so now we're just going to glue this onto the back. Oops, I don't want to use that one. Let's use this one. And you can lay it flat. All right, guys, what do you think? Do y'all love this? It just has that wow factor without all the work. So easy. It looks way more complex than it really is. And so I just had to share it with you. So I really appreciate Bethany Bernard's creativity. And you just think of all the different colors that you could use this with. You could customize the colors for a special occasion. And so, guys, that's what I have to share with you. I do have a question, though. I see several of you are on. Many more have popped on. Who is going to On Stage next week? Let me know. I'm going to give y'all a few seconds to answer that because I would love to know if you're going. And if you are going and I don't see you and you see me, come say hi to me. All right. I would love to see you in person. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see. I'm going to check and see. Oh, Lisa. Yes. Awesome. Yes. I know you. Awesome. I'll know to look for you. All right. Any questions? Oh, okay. Simone asked a really good question. She said she was asking if all my videos would be gone by June on Facebook. Yes, that is correct. Facebook has a new policy now where they're letting the current videos stay for 90 days. So I have till June. That's everybody. It's not just me. It's everybody on Facebook. Then after that, like any new video, like this video will only be active for like 30 days. So they're going to where they're only keeping videos on Facebook for 30 days. So I'm going to recommend that you follow me on YouTube because I am currently streaming on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And so if you want to make sure that you can always go back and watch one of my prior videos, I would follow me on YouTube. And that's Simply Sweet and Ink Designs. And you can find me there and just click the subscribe button so you can be notified when I go live. That's a great question, Simone. Okay, hello. All right. Okay, guys. Well, I am going to take off. I hope that y'all have a fabulous weekend. And speaking of which, I mentioned on stage, hello, I'm not going to be here next Friday because I will be at On Stage in Raleigh. So, like I said, if you are there at On Stage, and like I said, if I don't see you and you see me, come say hi. I really do. I want to meet you. I want to see you in person. Otherwise, I will be back live 2 weeks from today. Okay. Y'all have a great weekend and we will see you in a couple weeks. Bye, guys.